Hello everyone, welcome back to building my dream zoo in Minecraft. And I actually was kind of not very inspired to play Minecraft in general recently. Like, I've had ideas and I've had like the itch to play Minecraft, but I just couldn't really like decide what I wanted to do or anything like that. But I'm just so excited to be back playing Minecraft again. And actually I'm recording this just after, like a couple days after the Minecraft Live happened, and so I'm super excited about the next update. I mean, any new thing in Minecraft is pretty cool, in my opinion, as long as it doesn't like detract from the game, I guess. But of course, you know me, so camels, love that. It's gonna be so exciting. But also, I'm really excited. Like, the bamboo stuff is pretty cool. It's a little bit bright for me. Like, I don't know, the color of it, it's not super, like, for me, not great. But I think it might grow on me, so I'm not gonna say anything bad about it. I just don't know if I'll like it that much or not. But yeah, and I do think that it is kind of cool that they have stuff ready to go, and so they're just gonna let us play it soon. So that's super exciting. Can't wait to try some stuff out. And I do think that the boat for the bamboo is also really cool, how it's like a raft instead of a boat. Like, I think that was a neat idea. I like that a lot. But anyway, back to my actual zoo here right now. I've started to kind of terraform this area a bit. I need to do more. But I'm going to be building a new habitat right here for today. And it's actually going to be the Pygmy Hippos. And I chose them mostly because I don't know too much about them myself. I do see hippos at work. They're the Nile hippos. And so they're super cool, but obviously they're probably a lot different in many ways. So I wanted to try to do a habitat for them here. So I'm thinking it's going to kind of connect to here, and there's going to be kind of like a wall. I'm not sure exactly, but I started to kind of aim it this way a bit. And so this will be like the upper viewing, and then it's going to come around here, and the path's going to get a little bit lower, and we're going to have like underwater viewing here. That's rude. I'm just going to let him burn to death. That's fine. Hopefully. Yeah, okay. How much health does that guy got? There we go. Okay, anyway. So yeah, the Pygmy Hippo is going here. I might try to work on the rest of the Okapi barn and habitat over here as well if I have time. But I have so many projects I want to do. But yeah, so I've kind of made this a little bit more cliff-like, and so the path's going to come this way around that habitat, but then also connect up to the barn and probably over there as well. So yeah, I've got a lot of path stuff to do for that. Oh, hi Moose. Oh, I do have the zoom. It's a little bit too late. Oh well. Anyway. Yeah, so we're going to have the underwater viewing over there a bit, and then up here is more going to be where the land is and stuff. But yeah, also I've really been liking my remote storage here, and I knew it would be cool, but I love it so much. But I did make a second remote for our other one, and so I made it the one without crafting because all I need this for is all of our plants and stuff. And so I don't need to craft anything in here anyway, but then that's also an easy way to tell which one apart. Also, I think it is cool that this one's green, and it's for all of the plants, so it kind of worked out pretty well that way. But yes, I still need to do quite a lot of stuff to finish terraforming this and deciding what we're going to do. I did decide on somewhat of a block palette, and so I'm thinking I'm going to have like these two stripped logs be kind of the edge of the habitat, like anywhere where there's not glass, that's going to be what we're going to have, I think. And then some basically sand and sand-like materials for a lot of the habitat and stuff. And I did design a couple of custom trees that I think I'm going to try out. They're not going to be perfect. I'm not super great at custom trees yet, so please don't judge too much, but I want to give it a shot. So we're going to do that in a bit. Okay, so I think I may have added a mod that added something scary. I can't remember what mod I added recently. I wonder if it's still over there. Hold on. Yeah, there's some... I don't want to get any closer to it. I'm so scared. Oh, looks like there might be two of them. They look like giant bat creatures. Oh, one just despawned. But I think that's also one right there. yeah, I don't know if they're, it seems like it spawned in the dark. I don't know if it's hostile. But yeah, I am very scared. So I think we're gonna get out of here. I came here mostly for jungle leaves and I have almost 3 stacks, so I think we're good. And yeah, that really scared me. I'll have to look into that and see what that is. But yeah, right now I don't need to deal with that. Alright, so I kind of forgot to record a clip introducing when I started the habitat, but you guys know what we're building, so we're jumping into the time lapse here. And I hope you guys are just as excited to learn about these pygmy hippos as I am. And even if you are pretty familiar with Nile hippos, there are some really interesting differences that I found between them. The one that I found most fascinating is that the pygmy hippos are less aquatic, and so they don't have all of the same adaptations for swimming as Nile hippos do. And so the pygmy hippo's eyes are not at the top of their head, they're kind of close to the top, but they're not on top of their head to stick out of the water. And their feet are not quite as webbed either. However, it is pretty cool that for both species, their ears and their nose will close underwater. But of course, the easiest difference to see between them is the size. And I actually found this really cool graphic that compares the size of the 2 hippos to an adult human. The pygmy hippos are around 3 feet tall, give or take, and weigh between 350 and 600 pounds. On the other hand, the Nile hippos typically are around 5 feet tall, and they can weigh anywhere from 3,000 to 9,000 for some males. And to save you guys the math, that's about 10 times more that the Nile hippos weigh. One thing that did surprise me is that the average lifespan for the pygmy hippos is 27 years, which is a good amount of time, but the Nile hippos average 36 years, and have been known to live up to 40 in the wild. I definitely didn't expect there to be such a big difference, and for it to be that way. I figured it might be the other way around. But the good news is that both types have lived into their 50s in captivity. And another major difference is that the pygmy hippos tend to be much more shy, and so they're more likely to flee than to stand their ground and fight. This definitely makes a lot of sense given their smaller size, but I did find it surprising that their bite force is the same as the Nile hippos. And probably because of that, they have very few natural enemies, and so besides run-ins with humans, only leopards have been ever known to attack them. But due to their shy nature, there isn't too much known about their behavior in the wild. It's believed they're relatively solitary, although some will live in small groups. They're also nocturnal, and so they spend most of the daytime resting, usually in water, and that helps them avoid the sun since they have pretty sensitive skin. Their range is also very small, and so they live in swamps or near forested rivers within only 4 countries in West Africa. And that includes Liberia, where they're most common, as well as in Guinea, Sierra Leone, and the Ivory Coast. And unfortunately, they are facing habitat loss because the forests they're living in are being cut down, and the rivers they live near are also often becoming polluted. And because of these factors, they are considered endangered, with estimates of less than 3,000 in their native habitat. Luckily, they do well in captivity, and many calves have been born in zoos, so there is a lot of hope for the species as long as there are protections put in place in their native ranges, and that hasn't happened yet. But onto a happy note, let's talk about those calves. And of course, you know I found some adorable pictures. So unlike the Nile hippos that are born in water, pygmy hippos are born on land. However, the pygmy calves are able to nurse, either on land or in water, doesn't matter which. And when they're born, the calves' legs are not very strong for the first couple of weeks, and so the mother will hide them away in bushes while she goes to find food. However, the calves do grow very quickly, and so within 5 months they'll be 5 times their original size. Although when they're born, they'll only weigh between 7 and 14 pounds, which is about the size of an average to large house cat. And that's just crazy to me, like, I just want to scoop one up and hold it, but obviously I will not be doing that. But yeah, those are the facts that I found out about the pygmy hippos, so hopefully you guys learned something about them. I think they're super cool creatures, and I'm just so excited to add them to my zoo. So let's go do that now. Alright, well, I think this habitat is pretty much done here. As you can see, I've already got the enrichment and the food all set up, which usually I get kind of last, but I actually thought ahead this time, which was nice. So yeah, hopefully you like this habitat. I tried to make it not too busy, but to have like lots of plants and stuff. And these custom trees I think look okay. Not super fancy or anything. And then just a regular palm tree over there. Hopefully that looks okay. But yeah, so I have 2 of these guys here. I don't know actually if they're male or females, And I've got a whole stack of kibble, so we should definitely have enough. So yeah, let's just get them tamed here. Wow, okay, that was quite a bit. Let's see. Okay, so this one's a male. Relaxed trait, cool. He looks a little bit more like bluish than I thought they were going to be. Than I remember them being at least. Oh yes, this one's a little bit more like purpley gray. Oh, awesome, so this one is a female. Okay. So yeah, that's super awesome. I'm just going to wait here and see if what happens when they wake up. Make sure that they are all good. There definitely shouldn't be any places they can get out. Everything's at least 2 blocks tall. Hi there, Bella. Hello. You are super adorable. Now they do have the swimming trait, so I'm hoping they won't drown if they like go to the bottom. But it's all source blocks, so they should be able to swim up in it. And then of course I actually put all of the lily pads in shallow water, except possibly that one. I might move it. Oh, also this mud I'm not sure about because it might make them move slow, and I don't want that. But yeah, I'm going to move that one actually. Because I don't want them to get stuck underneath them. Hi there, sir. Are you moving around? Oh, hello. Then let's also take a look from out here. Oh, they look so cute. Yeah, I really like this. I think it's kind of cool to have it look down a little bit here. And then let's head over here. Of course, as always, I didn't do the path yet. But yeah, so I think this looks really nice. And I think it's cool to have, I mean, hopefully the background isn't too busy with the different types of wood. But I think because they're like grayish and stuff, I think it kind of makes them stand out against it a little bit better. But yeah, I am a little bit worried that they can't go over there very easily, especially with the mud there. So I might change some of that in the back, make a little bit more land for them. I don't know. But for now, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Oh, she's heading over here. Hi, sweetheart. Oh no. Oh my gosh, okay. That was very bad. Alright. Oh, I'm so sorry, guy. Okay. Well, luckily didn't ruin anything too bad. Yikes, okay. Okay, I don't know if this is exactly how I had it, but everything looks to be okay. So I'm going to put them back in here, and we're going to be more careful next time. And I'm going to light up this whole area around here. Okay, so we are all good now. Oh, he went over here. Or, yeah, I think. Cool, so it looks like the mud is fine for them. They're all good. Okay, so this is not how I wanted to end this episode. As you can see, I'm in creative right now. I actually had an issue. So I have this world on a server, but for some reason, I logged out a couple of days ago, started editing everything, it was fine. I did the time lapse, that's all working fine, you saw it. But then I tried to log in today to do like my outro and a couple things to like finish off the episode, and it just kept kicking me. It kept saying I was flying and it's not allowed, whatever. I could not get in, and the server also said I was using too much RAM, and I couldn't figure out how to fix it. Anyway, I downloaded the world just to see if maybe single player would work, or if it was something actually with the world that was a problem, or if it was server side or what. So as you can see, I'm in the world. Now actually, I thought one of these guys died. This one back here was not in the habitat anymore. And at first I didn't see either of them in here, but this one was like in the corner. But anyway, the female one was like up here on this hill. So she must have glitched through one of the walls or something when the world loaded. I'm not sure. I'm just glad she didn't suffocate. But I'm not actually sure either if I'm going to continue in single player or try to... I have a lot to figure out here, so I just wanted to sort of give a little bit of an update at the end here. But the problem is that my inventory is the same inventory from when I had my world in single player before. So my inventory, like I'm missing a whole bunch of shulker boxes and like my controllers for the stuff in there, our new storage system. So yeah, all of that is gone. So yeah, it's kind of just a bit of a, I'm not sure what to do. I could just, you know, cheat myself back the stuff that I had, but I'm going to try to figure out maybe I can actually just fix everything. So one thing I did want to mention, last episode, Simon asked for a rabbit to be named Bugs. So I will be doing that, but I'm going to try to figure this out first, just in case this isn't the version of the game that I end up playing next time. But I just wanted to say, Simon, thank you so much for the name suggestion. And so that's going to be happening really soon, and I'm sorry I can't do it now. Hopefully you understand. But yeah, this is just such a weird situation. So I'm trying to figure that out. But yeah, so that's like a weird turn of events here. Luckily, everything else seems to be okay. Like, obviously this habitat is still built, everything's fine. I do need to figure out how to light these habitats better. I think I did add, like, lanterns and stuff, so I might try to do something like that. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna try to figure out what I can do. I don't really know, because obviously this world loads okay, so I don't know if it's, like, player data that's the problem in my, when I had it on the server. But yeah, I'm gonna try figure it out. There was a way that I could like try to repair the server, but I was worried it was gonna delete everything, so I didn't do any of that yet. Anyway, kind of rambling here, don't really know what to do. I was hoping to get some more done. I was gonna actually, you know, name the rabbit and then try to do a little bit of like either the path or build some of the Okapi barn. But yeah, unfortunately that's gonna have to wait. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll do my best to figure this out for next time, and I'll see you then.